Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Ramblings of a Middle-Aged Card Collector. Tonight, on episode 5, we'll be talking about Beckett grading services, our guest's graded collection, and his processes to pre-submission. Michael Salter is our guest tonight. That's Cool Cards Life on Instagram, Cool Cards on YouTube, and Cool Cards Official on Whatnot. Make sure to go check him out whenever he does those breaks. He is also the co-host of Marvel Bros and Friends every Friday night. Welcome, my friend. How are you?
Good intro, Matt. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy to bring you on tonight. Thank you for being my guest. When I think of a graded collection, I can't think of anyone else who comes to par with what you've got and what you've gone through and tips you've brought to the community through the years. So it's very, very cool.
It's been a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun.
Yeah. So we'll get right into it, man. So let's start with your collecting story. What first got you into Marvel cards?
Man, I was just at I don't know where I was, but that is the 92 Marvel Masterpieces, those packs, right? Like they've hit so many people.
Yeah.
And it was I just discovered them at some store, but I was already collecting Wolverine books and a few comics, some X-Men, and I realized, I was like, wow, they have Marvel, comic book trading cards. Because I'd been collecting in the 80s when I was a kid, Bo Jackson cards already. So I was already collecting cards.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but when I realized you combine the card world, which I was already in love with, Marvel characters, that's what did it, just growing up as a kid.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I like that. It's
Yeah,
good nostalgia, especially when you bring back those 90 cards and how available they were when you walked into a comic book store and they were like on the counter. The box was ripped open and you could just grab a pack or two,
Yeah.
Those were the good old days.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's hard to get it's not like that anymore.
It is hard. Yep.
Pokemon, that's why you see kids doing Pokemon and all these One Piece. It's readily available inside the stores. When you go in the store, there's packs, there's boxes, there's blasters. So, we got to get the kids into these Marvel generation somehow with that blaster availability.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you remember the first graded card you came across, and what made you hooked on it?
Wow. No, I don't remember the first one, but I do remember seeing a graded card for the first time. And I remember thinking, this just checks all the boxes for my, brain and how I think and how most people think that collect things. It's like, okay, I can authenticate it. I can categorize it. It's sealed forever in a forever case. It's waterproof. And it gives it value. I was just like, wow, it does all those things to that card that before I'd been collecting cards for years and they were just trading cards. You look at the Beckett high value or the low value and you kind of think, well, maybe it's worth this because of Beckett magazine, but yeah. So.
Oh, okay. That's a good point. Beckett magazine. Yeah. Classic.
Back in the day, how we looked at value sometimes.
Yeah. That's actually a great point to bring up. Yeah. Did they ever do anything with Marvel, or it was just with the sports cards with Bo Jackson that you were referencing?
What do you mean, Matt?
Like, did Beckett grading ever go into price values of cards for Marvel non-sports?
I don't remember them doing it. I don't remember them doing that. They might have, but if they did, I didn't see it.
And what do you use, an app or a website to evaluate a graded card?
Yeah, combination of eBay solds, and I like Card Ladder a lot. Seems to be pretty accurate and goes back however many, like 15 years or something. So mainly those two. Yeah.
Nice. Card Ladder.
Yeah.
All right, that's a throwback.
Yeah. I'm still using it, man. Hey, Brittany,
that's great. Yeah, it's awesome that it's still being utilized and updating servers and everything. So keep it going. If it works, if it isn't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
What was the very first card you ever sent in for grading, or maybe the first slab that you bought?
So the first Marvel one that I ever sent in for grading was the 1992 Marvel Masterpieces Battle Spectrum, Wolverine versus Sabretooth. Nice. That was the first one. And I I don't remember the grade. I just remember that sending it off, and I think it got a 9. So that was,
Okay.
and that was in like '03. So it's been a minute. '02, I think,
Wow.
something like that. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, I like that a lot. All right,
been a while.
that's a
Yeah,
while ago. I
yeah.
graduated high school in '02. So, now that this kind of leads into exactly what you said, getting a 9. You know, what was the moment like when you first saw the grade that you submitted?
Dude, it was maybe like 20 cards, and some of them I was actually really disappointed because I thought I was sending in a perfect 10 and came back like a 7. I'm like, wait, I missed that. So I missed a lot of grades early on, but those were also mixed with like the 9.5s, and I didn't get any 10s back in the early days, but the 9.5s was like it was a completion emotion. Like, okay, I've completed collecting for that particular card. I don't need to get a different version of that card. I'm good, and it just
Okay.
made it more complete, I guess.
All
So
right, I like that point of view,
yeah, yeah,
and I'm sure the community knows, and if they don't, you especially the cards behind you, you go for graded 9.5s, right? Gen Mints,
I
and that's how
do.
you're gonna make your master collection.
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
That's the goal. And of course, there's so many cards out there that would probably be impossible or near impossible to gem, because of the how they made or the rarity of it. But if it's possible that they'll gem, that's the goal. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. And I'm going to touch back on that in a later question.
Cool.
Hey, Raj, what's up, brother?
What's that, Raj?
So, Beckett has been such a big name in the hobby, especially with the price guide magazines for sports cards in the past. What kind of impact did Beckett have on your collecting journey and choices?
Man, it I used a lot of different companies. I really have. And it just impacted me financially a lot,
Okay.
in a good way. Like the emotion and the thought back before COVID hit of putting up a Wolverine 1 of 1 for $30,000 was just insane. Like
Unheard
at
of.
that time, if you
Yep.
ask, nobody's going to pay that. And I didn't want to sell it, but I put it up for that much, and then it sold, and it shocked me. It blew my mind. And that's when this turned into more of, I don't know about more, but a business too. But
Okay.
yeah, so Beckett, like, man, they need to get better with their registry. Actually love PSA's registry. It is on point. They give awards. It's easy to navigate. I would say that they need to get better with their registry, but like how they grade and the subgrades and the transparency and the consistency. But to answer your question in short, financially,
Okay.
yeah, it's
And
a
I
good
could see
question.
that.
Good question.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
could see that.
yeah,
Um, Especially, see, most of the time people think, when you come around for resale, you want to grade with PSA. And I obviously we've seen some sales where PSA is holding probably the top tier of that bracket right now, or in the past.
hmm,
But Beckett has had some very high sales in the past, which can possibly compare to PSA, and it possibly has to do with the way, like you brought up, their subgrades and how they're visible on the cards.
yeah,
So that's definitely one thing I prefer. I like that a lot. And I've been hearing a lot about Tag as a company, who does the clear. Our friend Jimmy, who runs is the host of Across the Marvelverse. He prefers Tag for his personal collection,
it's a
and they
beautiful
do the
case.
yeah.
Yeah. That's the one it's etched in the actual case. The title of the card is etched in the case, right? Is that
Yes.
tag? Yeah, yeah. That's a nice case. Real nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I gotta say, I love the way Beckett does their cases.
Yeah,
Um,
man. I do too.
they are, because I it was a very hard choice for me, um, with CGC or Beckett. I ultimately went for my personal collection for CGC just because I have comics that are already
Yeah.
graded with the company.
Yeah.
Um, the whole changing of the label, um, at first bothered me just because of like my OCD and everything. Like, oh,
I
now I
get
kind
that.
of can't take a picture with them interchanged, like the comic and the card right next to each other, and it's a
Mhm.
beautiful image.
It's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the way they look. So now with the different color label, it kind of throws it off. But very appealing to me lately is seeing that PSA is now grading comics and cards. So it's like, oh, okay, you can get that back where you have a card that maybe gem mint or you're very proud of, and then you get the comic that references the image or the cover art. So it's like that possibility kind of comes back because I don't believe CGC is doing anything with the comic label to change it to match the cards again.
Yeah.
So, but does Beckett do comics? I know they grade, they encapsulate almost everything. So
Yeah, they do. They do.
okay.
Mhm.
I haven't seen many Beckett comics. Do they also do the subgrades? Just curious.
I don't know because I've never submitted a comic to Beckett. I've always used CGC. Yeah,
Okay.
a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, curious. Maybe someone in the comments or in the when they catch the replay can answer that. So when you see the Beckett gold label or a 9.5, does that represent, what does that represent to you as a collector and your collection?
Yeah, kind of like what we were talking about earlier. It represents that I know that I'll probably never get that card in a higher grade, like a pristine 10 or a black label.
Okay.
And so I'm fine with that. And it represents, it's like anybody when they complete their sets, right? It's just a good feeling to complete a set. So I look at it like that. It's completing that set of either the character I'm trying to gem or that whole set, you know?
Okay.
So, yeah,
Yeah, I can relate because it's like completing a rainbow, the feeling you get when you're done with
that's
that
it.
character. You're like, I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah.
So I can totally relate to
Oh,
that.
yeah. Oh, yeah. And going back to what you were saying earlier, Matt, with like all the different grading options and grading companies, it got me thinking like it really also comes down to what is somebody trying to do? What is their passion? Are they doing it all for money? Are they trying to do it just because they love matching it with their comics? Like I think it all comes down to like your goals, right? What are you
Yeah,
trying to shoot for? So yeah.
I totally agree. Personal
Yeah.
preference, collect what you love the way you like it, and you'll always be happy. So, some people like the clear car, that clear display with tag because it looks good, and the way they're displaying it, maybe in a clear glass case with some LEDs, or the way Beckett looks. If you're going with all the gold labels, 9.5s, that's a very
Mhm.
beautiful looking case behind you as well. So it's like I could see where you're going with that as well.
Yep.
So it's all relatable. It's just like you said, personal preference or your goals,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is a great point.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten a black label 10?
I have.
You
I have.
have. Do you have
Yeah.
one to show us?
I do. I do.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
There
wow.
there we go.
Is that
I know it's,
Wolverine?
yep.
Oh, let me see if I can make you bigger.
Well,
Nope,
there we go.
wrong person. Let me see if I do that. There you
All
go.
right, there we go. There we go.
Wow, that black label looks great.
Yeah, they're special. They're special.
Now, is the
It,
Beckett etched, or is that just like
no,
okay,
it's not etched. It's the actual label.
nice.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
So I guess I would follow up and say, since you say if you get a 9.5 gold label, let's say you rip a box for fun with one of us or on, Marvel Bros and Friends, and
Mhm.
you looking at that card and you're like, I think maybe this is perfect. Are you going to go through the process of cleaning? We're going to ask you what your processes are, but are you going to go through that whole process of submitting it because you're feeling pretty confident you're going to get a 10?
Yeah. So if anybody wants to know, this is so cool. This is I love sharing stuff like this. If anybody ever wanted a black label 10 for like $10 or $5, okay, or whatever cost a grade plus $1. The Cacao Disney Marvel cards,
Yes.
yeah, and Aura, AURA, the Aura, yeah,
Hmm.
dude. Let's say I've held 100 in my hand. Well, 98 are at least gem. Of the 98, 20 to 30 are black labels, and then the rest are pristine 10s. So if you just picked those out and just bought like 10 of them for $1, and like if your favorite character and submitted that,
Yeah.
that is the highest chance by far I've ever seen of any card stock to get a black label.
Really?
So, yeah, really, really cheap way to get a black label.
Oh, that's a great point. That's a great point. Thanks for sharing that with all of
Thanks for
us.
making me smaller. I was too big there.
Yeah, it's all right. It's
Yeah.
all right. We'll do a little switcheroo back again. Getting a little better with these controls.
You got a nice setup, man.
Thank you. Little by little, we're getting a little better. Got a new microphone. I was trying to make shorts. It's not easy to make shorts on previous episodes. And I was noticing that the volume was a little low on my side. So I was like, oh, you know what? Let me see what I can get off Amazon, make it a little better. So
keep adjusting, keep making. Yeah,
that's it.
Love it.
1% better improvement better every day, and
good.
You'll get 100% in no time.
That's it.
When you're deciding which cards to grade, what factors do you look at? Condition, rarity, or resale value?
Every value. But so let me explain. So when I break a box or buy some cards off eBay, I'll look at them like, okay, out of the box, ooh, this one might be a good money maker. I'll sell that one and get it graded. Those one or two or three. But then I'll focus on my PC, which is Wolverine, and I'll get those graded just for the PC because I don't want to sell them, right? And then the rarer ones for sure get top priority to get graded. But yeah. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, that was pretty good. And we've got a question. Yeah, and we got a question from the audience here. We got, how many graded cards do you own? Is there a specific sets or characters that you only get graded?
Yeah, great question, Ryan. Probably own 9,000 or 10,000 graded cards, and I focus on Wolverine and 90s sets, insert sets and base sets, gem mint condition. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Great question, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't know, Michael is a Wolverine collector, competes with Josh.
We've helped each other a lot, but we have.
I know. Well. That's what's crazy. You know?
Yeah, I love it.
It's a top tier character. It's true friendship when you can, be like, oh, work things out. So
yeah,
that's awesome. There may be some people who would be like, wouldn't even tell you I pulled it, But I guess he'd have to tell you because you guys submit cards together. So
yeah, we
like,
do a lot.
Where
did
this come from?
right, yeah. We've done a lot of trading. Obviously, it's been fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. All right, so we'll go on through. Here we go. So walk us through your experience with submissions. Do you get nervous waiting for grades, or is it more exciting because you're confident in your processes?
So whenever I send off the cards to get graded, you got that 2 to 4 month lag, right? I really don't really think about it much, because whenever I get the email that has every card in the grade, I'll spend an hour or two going through that email and looking at the pop report and seeing which one I already, just learn. It just gets so exciting. And then when the order gets home and you open it, obviously that's Christmas morning times 100. So yeah.
Right. Okay. So I don't, so that's pretty cool. You're doing like homework before your cards even get home.
Yeah. Cause it's such a large order, Matt. It's like, sometimes it's 50 cards, sometimes it's 500 cards. But so when you're waiting that long for an order like that, some of those are just pure sellers. You're just going to sell them on eBay or trade. And you might've sent it off as a raw card worth $10, but if it gets pristine 10, it's worth 1,000. Right. So if you get the black label, it's worth, whatever that's worth, 1,000. So it's just exciting, waiting for that. And then you finally get it. So I look at it like a surprise kind of.
Okay. Yeah. That's very cool. Very cool. Yeah. And again, you're doing this more like, it's like a business. It's, you're flipping it. You're going to try to make that money on the return. So how much of a discount are you getting when you're submitting such amount of cards?
15 per card with subgrades.
Okay.
They'll do that with anybody that regularly submits with them and has a relationship with them. And so after, I don't know what the number is, but maybe after you submit like 50 cards or 80 cards or 100, I don't know what the number is, but then you would eventually get that discount.
Oh, wow. That's really cool. Yeah. That's good to know.
So I think it's 18 or 1850 right now with subgrades. So.
Oh, so you're getting a pretty good discount.
Yeah, it helps. It helps a lot. Adds
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
All right. So we had a follow-up question from our friend Raj. How many Wolverine cards do you own?
Graded, around 3,000. Ungraded, probably 6,000. Yeah.
Now, are those 6,000 in line to get seen for
Not
pre-submission?
not all. There's probably 1,000 ready to get submitted over the next few years. You know, like your base Wolvies that aren't worth much. Even in a gym, it's worth $20. Like
Okay.
that's going to get submitted one day, but it's not a priority. You know.
I got it. I get
Yeah.
you. I get you.
Mhm.
Yeah, and if any of you haven't seen the amazing video of the Cribs walk with Justin Spidey Hits did with Michael in his amazing collection, you will totally understand how he has these cards. So that's a very fun video to watch.
That was fun to do, man. He surprised me with that.
That
We
was
didn't
very
talk
cool.
much before that, and he said, "Can I come over and do some videos at your house?" I was like, "Sure." And I didn't know what it was, and I didn't, I'm not complaining. It was fun. It's just, it was like nothing what I thought it would be, but it was a lot of fun. And he's great, obviously, with the camera and all that.
Oh yeah, it was very cool. I will never forget. You were like opening what would be my junk drawer or utensils is like cards. I was like, oh my God. And then you opened up what would be like snacks and maybe pasta sauce or something. It's cards. And I was like, where does he eat? Where does he keep his food?
Well, I can get away with that because I'm not married, so I can put cards in all sorts of places, man. And no, Brittany, there's no cards in the bathroom. No, not the downstairs bathroom. There is in the upstairs bathroom, actually. It's stored in the upstairs bathroom.
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
Ryan also asked, do you own a card shop or sell online only?
I have a website, coolcards.net, and that's more meant to be high end. It does have a discount section that's a higher end cards. And then I've got an eBay store, and there's about 2,000, maybe 2,500 graded cards on there. And message me on eBay if you want a discount. I will usually give you a really good discount. And then I think that's it. We're doing a Whatnot show this Saturday at 11. 200 graded cards, starting bid $1. There'll be pristine
Wow.
pins, some gems. It'll be crazy. I may lose a lot of money. I may make a lot of money. I have no idea. That's what makes it fun. It's an adventure,
It will be fun.
Yeah.
And Whatnot's a fun platform. You could have music going on in the background.
Cool.
You could be jamming yourself. Yeah.
I only done it once, but it was fun. It was fun.
We got I have so many cards I want to grade, but I'm too scared to send them off. I used to unload at major shipping company and I know what goes on there. Okay.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. Actually, I had a question about that as well. Let me see what I wrote down here. Have you ever been completely surprised by the grade, whether it came back higher or lower than you expected?
Yes, even to this day. Yeah.
Okay. What was the worst situation you had with that?
I tried to flip a Kobe Bryant rookie, and it was like a Beckett 9, and I tried to flip it, and I missed an indentation in the back, and it did not convert because I made a mistake and missed the indentation. It cost me about $1,000.
Wow.
Yeah. You live and learn, though. So
You do.
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure, especially with the journey you've been on, you've had a few experiences that were you've learned from. Can you think of a card where you thought you were going to get possibly a gem mint and it came back? I'm sorry, a worse grade and it came back a gem mint.
I can't think of the specific card, but that actually happens. It really does. Yeah, it really does. Not that often, but it does.
Every collector has that one card with a story. Do you have a slab that means more than just the grade of the label or value?
I do.
What card is that?
So I've got the 2013 red PMG Wolvie.
Oh.
Okay, so I got this card graded back in 2015, and I sold it for $60. Okay.
Okay.
I sold it for $60. And then about a year and a half ago, I was able to make a massive trade deal that included black labels and a lot of cards to get it back from the same person. and it was an incredible. It came back to me. It was my original card. Sold it for 60, and then yeah. So that's that, man. So
Oh, that's a great story.
yeah, it was a good feeling to get it back.
That is. I like that
Yeah,
a lot. And it's so funny because I've wanted to purchase a card before, and I'm like, oh, I can't. I'm not there yet. Maybe in
yeah,
a year or two, I'll be able to afford that card or something. And then you see it get sold, and you're like, oh, I know that person. So you're
I
like,
know,
I know
right?
where that card is. As long as
Yeah,
he doesn't get rid of it, or if he does, he knows I'm definitely interested. So it's that the community where you're like, oh, okay, I know where it is, and there's a possibility of a trade or something in the future. So that's
so
really cool.
Craig French just joined, and I just traded with him for a card, and I told him, I said, if you ever sell this card, contact me, please. Yeah, yeah, he got a good one.
Oh, that's a great point. There you go.
Yeah.
Ryan asks, is selling cards your primary business? If yes, what did you do prior to get you in the position to do so? Good question.
It is great question. It is not my primary business. That would be the ultimate goal and dream, but it's just it's a side hustle right now. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Can be very lucrative though.
Yes, it can. It really can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Would you say you chase grades, or is it more about the memories and connections behind the cards?
Well, my whole purpose and goal of this my entire life has been to try to collect as many Wolverines cards as I possibly can. That
Okay.
was been my throughout everything, but throughout that process, it's been incredible. Just all of our stories that we have and our connections and our friendships, like hanging out with you, Matt, at Orlando was so cool, and
Yeah.
Tony Perna and all the gang. It was just a lot of fun. And, I've got friends that I've collected cards since I was a kid that I still know, and we still talk about it. So I think it's all in one for me. It's a combination of both. Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
OAX was a lot of fun, and I'm
It
looking
was.
forward
It
to
was. Yeah.
2026.
Yeah. Definitely.
We'll be rocking the penthouse in the hotel.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Hmm.
Grades clearly affect market value, but how do you balance with the personal value of a card?
I don't understand the question.
So, do you feel like certain cards may be priced on market value, but since you've got, the history more or a connection to like the story of it, you feel it's worth more?
Me personally, or the market in general?
You personally versus the
Yeah.
market.
Yeah. I have cards priced all over the place. I have some cards priced under fair market value that'll sell any day. I have some priced at fair market value, and some are my PC that I put up way above fair market value. And if someone wants to pay that much, great, I'll sell it. But if not, then I'm happy to keep it and let it just, be out there. So it's all the levels for me.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I've seen
Yeah.
cards be listed for like $15,000. And you're like, that card's not worth it. They don't want to sell that card.
They don't. They
Yeah,
don't.
it's
Yeah.
listed, but
Right.
that's they're like, nah.
Exactly. Yep.
Maybe if somebody offered that much or close to it, I'll get rid of it. But so
Yep. That's right. That's right. Make
that's
me
funny.
sell price. That's it.
How often do you crack another grading service to resubmit to BGS?
Every week.
Oh,
And I thank God have an employee now, because I was doing all this 100% by myself a few years ago, but very blessed to have a full-time employee, and he cracks anywhere from 1 to 5 a week, maybe more sometimes.
wow.
Yep.
Wow. Is there any kind of tips you can give someone who may be afraid to crack open to resubmit?
Um, there's so much money behind that, and if you got over your fear in that by watching a video or talking to me personally, I'll help you, or go to YouTube, whatever, and just maybe do it at first on a $10 card. I've got slabs for $5 to $10 right now on eBay. You could buy one of mine, or I'll give it to you. Get one on Whatnot for $1. There you go.
There you
And
go.
practice, and just practice on a cheap one if you want to do it, because if you really think about it, somebody could make tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands with the flip game, going from PSA to Beckett, or Beckett to PSA, CGC to PSA, CGC to Beckett. There's so many different ways to make money flipping and cracking cards. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, with your, that's cool. You got an employee. Congratulations, man.
Dude, oh man, it's huge, big help, obviously. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
With cracking open that many cards a week, are you noticing that you're getting better grades depending on the company that you crack?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So other companies out there you would feel are not grading correctly?
Yeah. There are companies out there that if you hold or if you look at 100 of their cards,
Mhm.
okay, or 1,000 of their cards, about half of them won't be the grade that they gave it if you got any other company to grade it. Meaning you got it under a light, you're holding the graded card, you're looking at it under a magnifier, and it says the highest grade for that company, a 10, whatever it is. But there's flaws, white corners or a crease or something significant. So there's some companies out there where about half of them, and then there's companies that 90 to 95%, if you have a 1,000 in your hand, are going to be the grade that they got. They're going to be representative of the grade that they got. Yeah.
Great answer. Okay.
Yeah.
And how often do you recrack Beckett slabs to resubmit to Beckett, feeling you're going to get a better grade?
I have been doing that more and more lately, and it pisses me off. It makes me happy at the same time. When I send off a 9, that's 959599, and it comes back 959599, the same grade. I'm like, I'm pissed because I wanted them to bump it to a gym, but I'm also like,
Yeah.
well, that's pretty damn consistent,
Okay.
How often, man? I don't know. Maybe this year, maybe 10 times, 10, 15 times. And every now and then I have had a 9 that's 0.5 from a gym, and it comes back a 0.5 higher, like every now and then. And that is obviously a good feeling.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
especially for resale. I mean, that
Yeah.
can
Or
be the
your
difference between
PT.
$100 or $1,000 possibly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. um, we've seen more and more non-sports Marvel, Pokemon, pop culture being slabbed. How do you see that shaping the future of grading with pop culture cards?
I think it's going to get more and more, and people are going to get into more pop culture and more things like that. I think it'll just increase.
All right, and then I'll follow with Upper Deck now holding the DC license. Do you expect to see more and more DC cards getting graded?
Yeah, I do. Yep. Especially those PMGs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be the hunt.
No doubt.
Oh
No
yeah.
doubt. Yep.
Yeah. I was gonna buy more because they pushed back the the release again to October 15th.
Hmm.
So I was like, oh, I'll buy another box. But I was like, oh, they already raised the price again. I was like, you know what? I'm actually, for the first time, I'll wait this time to see it on ePack, and I'll buy that box on ePack and see if they're holding any kind of PMGs that never get released, that they're holding, because
I like
ePack
it.
sometimes does that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our buddy Wolverine claws out, says, I like even numbers. A 10 looks way better than a 9 or 9.5.
I agree. It does look better.
Yeah. And Ryan's asking, what are your thoughts on Topps product versus Upper Deck on, I believe, quality control?
I mean, I've seen it crappy on both sides and really good on both sides. It just depends on the year, to be honest. I've seen some crappy Upper Deck quality control and some really nice, clean Upper Deck sets. So I think they both should work on it.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I did see some people were grading early the Topps Chrome 2025 Marvel, and some of the
Yeah.
grades coming back were seen consistently not the best.
Yeah.
Because at first you're like, oh, these are really sturdy cards. They're nice. They look great. And then you're like, oh, the back's got these marks on the back paper. And there were some consistencies through it. You could tell with the grades that were coming back.
For
Now,
sure.
obviously, you saw some cards come back with beautiful grades, and that's going to happen. But
Yeah.
um, I'm looking forward to seeing Upper Deck. They have been improving with quality control, at least with their Marvel sets. What was it? Midnight Suns, the medallions had really bad roller marks on them.
Hmm.
And that was consistent, not just through the base, but through most of the parallels.
Yeah.
And I think we actually saw it kind of diminish because Fleer Ultra Wolverine, the medallions had it, but it didn't have the 2. It only had the 1, and it was lighter pressed. And then as soon as we got the matriarchs, the pressing was gone. And I believe they perfected their medallions, that insert. So I hope to see this all roll over and continue to progress in a positive way with Upper Deck to their DC sets. I will be very upset if we see quality control issues on Batman Metal, especially if somebody pulls Superman, Batman, Joker, PMG, and it's got some kind of quality issues.
I know. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Chrome cards either. Agree, Cacao has amazing quality. I've seen Cacao has amazing quality. That is a great point. Great point. Platinum was a great set for.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, easy good grades. Renditions was also another set I saw that was great for good grades.
Incredibly good for high grades. Yeah, incredible. The pristine 10 and gem box ratio on the renditions, way up there. Yeah.
Great points.
Yeah.
Forest Moon Collectibles is saying, hey, Michael, what is your view on grading one-of-a-kind cards like comic cuts? Do you grade comic cuts? If so, oh, sorry.
No, you're good, man. I'm sorry.
If so, is that just for consistency in your collection or something else?
So yeah, definitely love grading one-of-a-kind cards. I love grading comic cuts. If Wolverine's in the cut, I want to grade it and I want to add it to the collection. So it's definitely to grow the goal, which is to have a lot of Wolverines graded.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yep.
Great question. And I guess I'll piggyback on it. Are you grading now that Topps is calling sketches one of ones? Do you grade sketches?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you authenticate or you grade them?
Grade them.
Okay.
Yep. And even when one, how some sketches on the back, it's real scratched up or really bad condition or whatever, the artist may not have cared about the condition, whatever. Even those, I'd rather have like in a 5, 6, or 7 number than an authentic, because you get points in the registry. And so you get no points for authentic graded cards. But if you have like a 5, you get more points. And so whenever Beckett comes around on the registry and they start giving awards and all that stuff, the points will matter. So that's why I don't authenticate them.
Oh, okay. So that leads you to say, I'm going to grade this card because I want the points to get the rewards from Beckett's registry service.
That's exactly right. That's right. Yeah.
I didn't even know they did that.
Well, they don't yet. They're going to, but I don't know when that's going to be. They need to. Yeah.
So you're just prepping everything.
That's it, man. That's it. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Great question, Faris. Thank you.
Yeah. Good question.
If you had to pick just one slab that really defines your collection, which one would it be?
Ooh, a slab that defines my collection. Man, I guess the PMG.
Okay, that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a rare insert worth a couple pennies and gem mint condition. So yeah, because a lot of the collection is, one of ones or pop ones or whatever. So
Brittany's asking, what is an award from Beckett when you get one?
They haven't gotten that far, Brittany. That's what I am looking forward to. Nice. It could be anything from discounts, free grading, I don't know. Credit on their website. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A bigger discount bracket or something.
Yeah, could be.
So, where I just lost my thought. Sorry about that. What were we saying?
Oh, that happens to me every hour.
I think my cat just threw up in the background. That's kind of what I just was like, oh, I hope that isn't coming through in the microphone.
I didn't hear anything, man. Is he okay? She okay?
Yeah, he just eats his food too fast sometimes. Yeah, that's all. That's all. Pain in the ass.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, I was gonna say, let's go through the processes of when you get your card in hand and you want to go through it. You're looking at it and you're like, I think this is a great grade. Take us through the steps you would do in that.
So after I grade it?
No, before. Like
before.
Clean it, you're gonna look at it in a micro.
Yeah. Well, I've got stacks on see all the stacks.
Oh yeah.
So they start there, and then I reach over, I find a card that I want from one of the stacks, and then I've got the light right here, and you turn the light on.
Nice.
Yep, and then inspect it, pre-grade it, and then if it's not going to get graded, it goes upstairs with the complete sets, all the raw cards. If it's going to go to PSA, it's going to go in the PSA stack. If it's going to go to Beckett, it'll go in the Beckett stack. If it's really, really important and I need to go to Beckett in the next order, it goes straight to my desk to go into the next grading order. So
okay,
yeah, different areas, different stacks.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, yeah. So
it's like an assembly line.
It is. It really is.
All right, Wolverine. Is the PMG your favorite Wolverine card? I believe you answered that one.
It's the biggest struggle of my life is depending on the day of the week, which 5 Wolverines are my favorite. It's such a struggle, but I mean, yeah, that's my favorite right now. But tomorrow it might be the 92 Masterpieces Wolverine versus Sabretooth. So
okay,
yeah,
you got to move it around, right?
It's a struggle to pick one. It's a struggle.
I like that a lot. What advice would you give someone who's just starting their journey into grading cards?
Define why you're doing it first. Is it for your own self PC? Is it to sell and make money, or is it for both? And then depending on that answer, if it's PC, then start with the ones that mean the most to you, or the ones that you grew up with, the ones that have the most meaning, the most special ones. I would start with those, the ones that you would be most excited to get back in a high grade. I would definitely start with that. And then if you're looking to sell, then you just type in your favorite set or character on eBay and hit solds, and look at the highest ones that sold and see if you have any of those laying around, or see if you get some of those boxes.
Nice.
Yeah.
In your process for the pre-grading, and you're looking through it on the in your setup over there, do you clean the card? Are you wiping off fingerprints?
Yes.
Is there any kind of repairs that you're doing to a card?
Yes. So sometimes cards have a bubble. They've got a bubble on the edge, right? And sometimes you can take your fingernail and you can put a penny sleeve on top of the raw card. Like you could put a penny sleeve on top of the raw card.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's a bubble on the card, you put the card down on the table and you hold it stable, and you can run the top of your fingernail gently, and you can sometimes smooth the card out and fix that stuff. And then, yeah, I clean all the cards that have fingerprints, get all the dust off of it. Haven't really experimented much with Kurt's Card Care with the liquid and stuff. My employee Clint, he is amazing at learning things, and he's looking into that. And I think he's tried it once or twice, but I don't think we've sent anything to get graded that's been soaked yet.
Okay.
We might. I don't know. I'm still. It just depends on what it does to the card and all that. But yeah.
Yeah, I've seen those videos, and I'm not skeptical, but I'm like, oh man, I'm scared to do that. I might totally ruin my card.
Yeah. He's practicing with some cheapies for sure.
Yeah, that's where you got to start with those.
Yeah.
Or buy a new set and just crinkle a few cards and see if you can fix them,
Yeah. Yep.
So I guess that I was going to answer my next question is, what are you using when you're going to wipe off the fingerprints? So you're using no liquids? So you're just using an emery cloth?
Yeah, I use my breath, the classic fog the card with your breath.
Okay.
And just a little cloth or old t-shirt. I'll wash this once a week, and then I might get an old t-shirt and go back to this. And then some cards like the 94 Flair, I forgot what those are. I think I have to use 100% cotton t-shirt on those because that one doesn't work on that one.
The microfiber?
Yeah, the microfiber doesn't work well on those, I don't think. So yeah. Or it causes them to scratch. See, it's been a while since I cleaned those because those are so much work, the 94 Flair.
Wow.
They're a lot of work because they all come with this dense fog on them sometimes, and you got to clean it off. Yep.
Yeah, I've opened plenty of the those little boxes, the annuals or whatever. Yeah. And if they're not brick, they're fogged. You know what I mean? It's very you're rarely finding one that's really, really nice. Yeah. Except maybe your binder in your closet or something that you had from back then.
That's true. Yeah.
And that'll lead me to another one. Are there any cards from when you were younger, possibly, that you had in a personal collection that you sent in for submission?
Oh, thousands of them. It was all the ones that I took from my binder and from my collection back in the early 2000s. I was just cherry picking the best ones. It's like, oh my God, I've got 92 Marvel Masterpiece Wolverine promo card and the prototype and the base card and my album. Let me just submit all these. These would look so cool, like graded. Oh yeah, I went through all that. Yep.
That's awesome. That's
Yep.
awesome. I did that too, but most of the
Yeah.
grades I got weren't what I was expecting.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So Ryan's asking, what made you become a Wolverine collector?
Dude, I remember being a kid and just a combination of getting to learn about Wolverine the character when you're a child, right? So you're a kid and you're reading the comics, you're watching the cartoons, you're getting to know who Wolverine is, and he's as a kid, you look at him like like a badass. Nobody can touch him. He's got these claws that come out of him, but he's also good, real good. He doesn't put up with anybody's shit. He looked out for the low person, and I just like what he's about. He smokes cigars. He was just cool. And as a kid, that character was so freaking entertaining to me, and I just gravitated towards him a lot. And he just
No, I
stuck.
like that.
He just stuck. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the, he's like a bad boy growing up. You're like, oh, look at him. He's a bad dude, but he's a good guy. And
Yeah.
the first time I remember watching them, because it was the cartoon, I believe, that I saw first. And then I went to the comic book store and I got into, like, I believe it was the Chris Claremont run of the X-Men. And that's when I really got into it. And I was like,
Oh, me
Wolverine.
too.
Was,
Yeah.
And I remember, like, the first time reading Fatal Attractions when he gets the adamantium removed from Magneto, and I was just like, oh my God. And then it was on a card, and I was like, oh, I'm in this. I'm like,
Yeah.
this has to, we got to do this. And that was one of my favorite sets.
Yeah, dude, I completely get it. I love it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Matt, won't that be a cool scene if they ever do live action Magneto extracting Wolverine's adamantium in a movie? Wouldn't that be incredible, man?
That's a hope we could have for the MCU.
Yeah, it is.
That's definitely something we could look forward to.
Yeah.
Maybe by then there'll be even better, graphics they could do, or some kind of generated wildness that they would just look so real,
Yeah.
Would you think that'd be PG-13, right? Because it's adamantium, it's not blood, but
yeah,
kind of be blood, right?
Yeah.
They'd have to have Deadpool in it to make it rated R.
Yeah.
Everyone, make sure that you hit pound ramble on to enter the giveaway for tonight. That's pound ramble on, and you'll be entered, and we'll run that later. Just make sure you do it. Do you do any kind of care for your slabs when you get them back? Do you put them in the bigger penny sleeve?
I do. Yep. I put them in.
I've seen, they can rub together.
I put them in that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does Beckett send them individually separated with styrofoam or anything to make sure they don't rub together when you get a large shipment?
Well, they come from Beckett tightly locked.
Oh,
and then they're wrapped in this tight plastic, and then they're wrapped in bubble and then styrofoam. But every now and then I've actually gotten an order back from Beckett, and some of the slabs are cracked, but they paid for it all and fixed it for free. But so yeah, that does happen sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So their quality control is pretty good.
It could be better. No, it could be better. I probably get an 8 because I don't know. Like, it seems like every other order I have, and this is out of 200, 300, 400 cards, but I do have 1 or 2 or 3 slabs that are cracked, but they fix it for free.
They handle it right away.
Yeah. And it's honestly, I never had a cracked slab from a smaller order. It's always these bigger orders. So yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. That's good to know, because I did receive, I think it was 15 cards back, and I wasn't happy with the little piece of paper in between the slabs, which only basically covers the middle of the slab, not the top or the bottom. So any wiggle room that's going on, the top and bottom's kind of wearing on the next one.
Yeah.
So they weren't wrapped that well to get like tight. So that may be something to decide to move to a different grading service.
Yeah.
Because it
Yeah.
wasn't just one or two. It was like a bunch of almost, I'd say 10 out of the 15,
Ah,
with like the top corners all have this rub on it. And I'm like,
yeah.
you know. And
Yeah.
I tried to spit shine it out, but it didn't come out too well.
Yeah. I saw actually on Kurt's Card Care on Instagram today, he has a wax product that gets scratches out of slabs. So that was pretty cool. I
Okay.
never used it, but it looked like it worked. He took some pictures. It looked cool.
We got to try that out. That's a
Yeah.
good info.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Our friend Wolverine calls out, Raj is saying, I had no clue Wolverine cards were going to be so expensive when I got back into collecting a few years ago.
Yeah. I didn't see that coming either.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So now that you have an employee, are you kind of just slowing down your side and giving him more of your work, or how's that working out?
Yeah, he runs the eBay store and packages and ships, and he does some pre-grading. He does a lot of stuff. But what I do, I'll just open boxes, pre-grade my favorite cards, and just work with him or help him when he needs it.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's get health insurance. No, I'm kidding. You hire.
Yeah.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah.
I honestly, I love seeing friends in the community doing something with the hobby and making something of it. And it's really cool to see you guys. You know, there's a bunch of you guys who are doing it, and that's really awesome because you're doing what you enjoy, you love, and you're making money on the side, so you can keep funding it and other parts of your life. So that's really cool. I give you props for that, man. That's
I
awesome.
appreciate it, Matt. And what's cool too is my employee Clint. He told me a few months ago that he is just absolutely loving this. It's just one of his dream jobs to get paid to sort Marvel cards and sell Marvel cards. Like he's really loving it, and I was really happy to hear that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
That's awesome when you got a
yeah.
happy employee.
I know. He's good too at what he does. So.
I like that a lot.
Mhm.
So basically, I just wanted to touch base with your personal collection now. Like, how, as we see behind you, you've got your case displaying your cards, but we also know you have plenty of other 9.5s or gem mints throughout your home. So, what is your critiquing style to put a card in your center fold? You know, like right there.
So I've got they're organized by year, and one case is the 90s, one case is 90s 2000s, and you got 2000s, and just my personal favorite cards of each decade is basically what goes up on the wall. That's what that is.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mhm.
So you have 90s, 2000s, 2010s.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Yep.
going to get one for the 20s?
Yeah, I got one for the 20s. It's mixed though. It's got
Oh,
20,
okay.
yeah, 20 teens, 2020s. There's a few. I know it's hard to see in the with the reflection and all, but yeah.
No, that's cool. I love the background. It looks great.
Thanks, man.
Are there any cards that you're currently chasing, like grail cards that you really want to grade?
Yes, the 94 X-Men Ultra Wolverine crippled by Magneto, extracting the adamantium out of his body, the insert card, the all foil. I have been looking for that in gem mint condition, and I'm gonna find it. Gonna find it one
Gem
day.
in condition.
Yeah,
Well, there you go, everyone. If you
that's
got
the
that
top.
card, reach out to Michael.
Yeah, and any Dark Claw cards that are gem mint condition. You know, Wolverine, Batman.
Hmm.
Yeah, the Dark Claw cards. I love those too.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So let me start this giveaway tool here. So what do we got? We got 9 people in the live. We only got 3 people entered for the pound ramble on. And the giveaway tonight will be a CGC graded 8 Spider-Man card.
Awesome cover.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Make sure to hit ramble on, and you will be entered for that giveaway. Also, to my friends who won last week, make sure you message me on Instagram so I can send you the card. It is, I got your name on it. Just need your personal information to send that to you. Michael, what else did I want to ask you? there were a few questions I had, but we kind of touched base on them, so I don't want to touch them again. Oh, who are you going to be PCing with DC to grade the PMGs? Is it going to be any character, or do you have a personal collection character that you're looking forward to collecting?
Yeah, Batman's in my top 3 or 4 PCs, so definitely Batman.
Okay.
If I pull a nice Joker and it gets a good grade, that'll be one that I'll want to keep, but I'll put up, kind of high and just hope it doesn't sell if I pull a Joker. But Batman, Joker, I don't know. I'd probably sell Superman if I pulled a high-end Superman.
Well, yeah. Josh said he was going to be PC and Superman.
There you go. There you go.
You got some trade fodder if he pulls Batman.
Exactly. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing Joker and Batgirl.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Yeah. Brittany's asking, is that from Series 2, Matt? What are we referencing? Oh, Series 2, the card. I'm sorry. That is from... What is this from? Kind of just pulled it out of my collection. First coverage trading cards. Yes, Series 2, Brittany. Yep, exactly. Series 2.
I love this question, Craig.
Who wins, so Michael, Wolverine?
If there's no prep time and they just meet anywhere, Wolverine by far. But if Batman has 20 minutes or an hour or I don't know, time to prep, Batman.
I agree. I agree with you. That was a fun question.
Yeah. It was a good question. I like it.
Yeah. I totally agree because you're right. If he has time to like scout the area, prep with certain kind of countermeasures, and he's going to take out Wolverine somehow or some way. I could see, like, look what he did to Superman. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, yes. Exactly.
If he was able to take out, well, not take out, but if he was able to make Superman bleed, right?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
He'll be able to hurt Wolverine. But now the question would be Wolverine Berserker mode. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
That's a tough one. One. Batman will make a magnetic weapon.
Yeah, he would.
It's funny. He probably would.
He probably would.
Yeah, or lead him into an area and he has like the crane magnet for crushing cars, just sucks him right up in the air. He's just looking at everyone like, really? That could have been done in the first episode. All right, awesome. So, Michael, do you have anything you want to add to the show or suggestions?
No, love the show. Love hanging out. If anybody wants to learn more about how to make money in this game or hunt your PC, I love talking about this. I talked to Craig last night. We talked to each other, like me and you and Justin and John. I mean, Brittany, we all are, we connect. And so if you need help or want to, just some free advice, call me.
That's great. And everyone, make sure to go check out Michael's YouTube. He's doing a lot of good little short videos and everything of the processes he does with cards. So make sure to go check those out. Awesome channel. Love the little videos. Great pointers.
Thanks, man.
Keep those up.
I will.
Community needs those.
I will.
Because I'm like me. When I first threw my first submissions in, I was kind of naive. I got grades and I was like, oh, maybe I should have did a little more research and then I looked online. I'm like, oh, there's a whole process you do before you submit a card if you want a really good grade or possibly cleaning it and everything. So it's always great for the community to have that going on.
Yeah, Brittany, I was so excited about her finally getting into the grading game. She flipped some big cards. I won't name any numbers, but Brittany had some cards and she got some grades and made some good flip money, which I love seeing that. I love that.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've been seeing her posting photos of some awesome grades of the cards she had.
Yep.
So congratulations. That's awesome. Are you doing any kind of like consignments?
Maybe. I doubt it. It depends on the card. I'm open to it. So
yeah, something to think of. You're well versed. I mean, you're definitely the guy I think of to reach out and be like, how much is this card do you think worth?
Dude, I had my friend Sean. He had the 1996 Marvel Masterpieces BGS 9 that I sold him, and I said, man, you should crack this and send it to PSA. It's probably getting a PSA 10 because I do it so often. I just have to draw the line somewhere, and he already had the card, and he cracked it. And he got a PSA 10 of a 96 Masterpieces Psylocke. So it's a big one. Yeah, big one.
That is a big one.
Yeah. So I love like art. Yeah. So it went from a card worth whatever, 100 or two to whatever, $1,200 to $1,500. That's a big jump. That's the type of stuff I love helping people with, is if they've got something worth a few bucks and they can spend $20 and turn it into 1,000 or two. That's what I'm talking about, you know?
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Ryan, message me. Do what, Matt?
Yeah. Ryan appreciates the insights, and he wants to chat sometime.
Absolutely. Yeah. But
yeah, I mean, I'm blind when it comes to knowing, because I've like, oh, I'll trade or I'll sell a card. And I'm like, I'm not confident with parallel pricing or any of that when it comes, especially some sets. There's some research you can do, but I'm like, I don't know. So I usually come into it like, what do you got to trade? I got this, and see what the rebuttal is. I'm pretty confident with sketches, but when it comes to like parallels, no. So that's something I would definitely be looking for assistance for.
Yeah. Yep.
Captain Pick Your Cards was asking what your site was on eBay again.
Oh, eBay, Cool Cards Net is the username, and the website is coolcards.net.
Nice.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wolverine Closeout. I still have the 96 Psylocke you sold to me, Michael. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
That's very cool. That's very cool. You're welcome, Brittany. All right, let's share this. What do we got? We got 4. Let me refresh that.
That's a cool Spider-Man you're giving away. I like that's McFarlane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, I want to give out to the people who hang out and support the channel. I appreciate you all. Oh, Captain Pickard said that he bought a card from you. Which do you prefer to sell on? Sorry for the confusion.
Oh, mostly eBay. My I have a website, but my website is nothing like eBay. It's just got high-end Marvel cards. I do sell on my website and put some cards on there, but eBay for sure. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And I would not do in this market a $1 starting bid on eBay, because I think that's going to go way under fair market value. I would do a buy it now, make best offer.
Oh, that's great advice.
Right now, that could change, but right now on the market, yeah, I would definitely do that.
Yeah, that's great advice. That's great advice.
Yeah.
Now, and since I guess you're a business, you would prefer to do it on eBay.
Well, I have been trading and selling Beckett graded Marvel cards off of all recorded accounts, just with friends, man, 100 times a month, maybe. Some months it's 50, some months it's 200 times or whatever. It's a lot, and those were never being recorded. So yeah, over the last 6 months, I've been trying to be better about that, because if you look at comps on a lot of cards, you'll see a million PSA 10s, but you won't see a lot of Beckett's. Well, a lot of the problem was me not having those sales recorded. So yeah, I'm trying to have those all recorded now, so Beckett 95s can get the appreciation they deserve and be worth the same or more as a PSA 10. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great point.
Yeah, it was kind of hidden. I mean, a percentage of the market was hidden, and I didn't realize it was over time. I didn't really realize it was kind of hurting myself too, because I would try to sell a card and they're like, well, there's no comps on it. I'm like, I got 5 comps from a month ago, but they're not recorded, so I can't prove it. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, here's a great question.
Yes, I have.
Have you done any card shows?
I did the Dallas card show. I've done a couple local shows, and I probably won't do another show again until I get out to San Diego and do the Comic-Con, maybe New York Comic-Con.
Oh, dude, I go every year, New York Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So if you come up here, we're chilling.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Yeah. Looking forward to that. That's cool. We got Wolverine Claws out. Hypothetically, would you prefer to sell a 101 of a top tier character?
Hypothetically, you know, I would love to sell it in a way that where I was happy with the sale, but directly to a friend where that was their PC and they were happy with the purchase price and they were happy they got a 1 of 1. That's my ideal sell. I'm happy with the money. They're happy with what they paid, and that's their PC. Yeah. Hypothetically, cool. Ideally. Yeah.
Yeah. Hypothetically.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, you recently got a 101 and you sent for grading, didn't you?
Yes. I did.
Cool. Excited to see what you get, my friend.
Yeah.
That's a great achievement, man.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Then we got Jordan said, yep, picked up a BGS gold medal cable out of 15. Such a great card. I love the gold on gold.
Yeah, I was going to collect that set in all gem and I was just fed up with it. So happy Jordan got that one.
Nice.
That's a good set right there. That's a really good set. Yeah.
Ryan's asking if we're going to OAX. I will be at OAX 2026.
95% sure, yes.
I'm liking the 95%.
It's possibility no, but most likely. Yeah.
Well, let's keep our fingers crossed.
So last year was fun.
It was a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. Looking forward to this year. All right, so I'm going to run this in 10 seconds. We got 7 entries. Again, that's pound Ramble on to get entered into the where's the camera? There it is. Series 2 Spider-Man CGC grade 8, and it's in the old blue label. So good luck, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Who will it be? We got boom. There we go, Ryan.
Awesome.
Leading the chat. You deserve to win.
I love it.
Ryan, reach out to me on Instagram so you could send me your info and I will ship this over to you. So very cool. Very cool. Everyone, thank you for hanging out in the chat. Michael, I greatly appreciate you coming on and talking about your processes and your experiences with grading and Beckett Grading Services.
When you asked me to come on and talk about grading Marvel cards, I don't know how to say no to that. So thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's awesome. Again, I was like, oh, Beckett. Oh, what am I even thinking of? It's like Michael's got an amazing collection at Beckett. So very happy to have you on. Thank you for coming on. Very insightful.
Good.
Everyone make sure to go to Michael's socials. Again, he's got a YouTube channel, Instagram, whatnot, his eBay store, his website. So make sure to go check out all those for amazing sales. And again, you said you could reach out to him personally and ask for any tips. So make sure to take advantage of that because that's very cool. And thank you. And next week, I have a very special guest. I will not drop the name here, but I'll give you a hint. Episode 6 will be brushstrokes and storytelling, the art and illustrations of. Come back next week to find out.
I love it.
All right, guys. Have a great night. I appreciate you all. Ramble on.
See you guys.